The more I watched Barry, the more I wondered why I was a DJ at all. I mean, Barry would get into the saddle to do his show, and one minute he's talking about Jane Fonda's nipples, and the next he's giving out the home phone number to every FBI agent in the state. Then he started having people call into the show. No one had ever done this before in Akron. And I tell you, man, I couldn't go home. I was transfixed just watching all this energy come out of Barry. Because he'd say stuff like, call me and tell me about your worst experience with a cop, and people would call. Or he'd say, call me and tell me about your most intense orgasm, and then we'd be off to the races for the rest of the show. And one night this Vietnam vet calls in, and he's going on about the NAM and all the things he'd seen over there. And the stories are lurid, right? I mean, illegal arms sales, drug deals by enlisted men, guys falling in love with prostitutes. It's incredible, right? But Barry has this sixth sense. He can tell there's more. Keeps pushing the guy. Finally, Barry gets the guy to confess that he killed his own commanding officer. Shot him in the back of the head with his M16 during a firefight outside of Quezon, and has never told this to anybody. And the guy is crying on the air, weeping, blubbering, asking Barry for forgiveness. Man, it was primal. We had that guy on for almost 2 hours. No commercials, just Barry and the vet. And that night was a turning point. When we finally broke for news and weather, there was a gleam in Barry's eye. He had seen God in the mirror. So, when he got the show in Cleveland, I said, the hell with being a DJ, and I jumped ship and went to work for him. Now, every night, I listen to Barry Champlain take off for outer space, and then we go home. Or, I go home to Cheryl and our kid. But Barry, I don't know what Barry Champlain does anymore. It's not like the old days, you know. Now he just splits and says he's got to go work on the show. And I can see him sitting there, drinking cups of coffee, chain smoking, reading the fucking encyclopedia. You know, he lost his voice once, and it freaked him the fuck out. Because for Barry Champlain, talking is living. His voice is the only thing making it all make sense, you know. He talks, and all those people out there become part of him, part of his world. I do too, I guess. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child. Now it seems this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her. It makes me mad. Day, night, alone, in company. Still my care hath been to see her matched. And having now provided a gentleman of fair demeans, youthful, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, to have this wretched, puling fool answer, I cannot wed. I am too young. I pray you pardon me. And you not wed, I'll pardon thee. Graze where you will. You shall not house with me. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise. And you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, believe you. I'll not be forsworn.